other responsibilities on my plate, and I do work a lot, but I also have other responsibilities, and I do take time to go to luncheons and do go to concerts. On Saturday, I spoke at our local Florida Speakers Association. I was one of the panelists. That was from by the time I left home at 7:30, I got back about 2, and then at 2:30, I left for a concert because they were doing a little tour before that and some wine and cheese and things like that. And I do take time for that now. But in the early years, I know exactly what you were saying. I had 3 children. Luckily, my husband loved being with the kids, so that worked out great. And but I worked a lot. I worked a lot of 12-hour days. So I get totally what you're saying. But are there successes and failures that have affected you?
I think that success breeds success. And one of the things that is really critically important to me in building a business, or actually my philosophy on life, is that no business can be successful without the people, the human capital that they have working for them. And I don't care if you're making widgets, or if you're manufacturing, or if you're in the service business. But it's extremely important to be successful and be successful for your employees. I think that that is really a critical thing that we have as a corporate culture, and that is part of our success. So during the rough times that we had over the last economic slowdown, we are a leading indicator, so we saw it before anybody coming. And we saw it actually at the end of 2007. So we did everything that we possibly could to cut back on any expenses that we had. We went through every single line item on our budget and financials, but we never laid anybody off. If somebody left, we didn't replace them. But that's sort of what I think about successes and failures. You have to put aside during a period of failure, which isn't really failure, because as far as I'm concerned, there is no option for failure. But you have to put aside your own personal and emotional baggage and get through it. You just have to. You have to right the ship. I mean,
it's so funny that I have to tell you, I called your office when I was trying to set up the interview. I called your office, and it's the only time I ever called anybody, and that is, I'm talking about a lot of years of calling, where the message said, who you were and so forth, and we are closed for our daily lunch from 12 to 1:30. We will return your call after that. I thought that was amazing, because people could actually take an hour and a half for lunch, not feel rushed, get errands done that they had to get done, and people knew that they would be called back. And I just thought that was brilliant. I mean, who came up with that?
Well, we had actually, it was interesting that you asked me that, because we had what we call a peer review. And I mentioned to you that we have an organization that we're involved in that is in the industry of companies like ours in non-competing geographic areas. And we had 2 people, part of the benefits of that organization is a peer review. So we had 2 owners of other companies much larger than ours come in and spend 3 days in our company doing a peer review. And what that consists of is really anonymously talking to all of the employees to discuss with them what their thoughts are, because our perception is always different than the perception of our employees. And one of the things that came out of that was this particular thing about having virtual days, which we set up virtual work days, and also having some time. We're in a very stressful industry, so having some time to recoup, and it really does recharge you to be able to step away from the phones and step away from the stress for an hour and sit down and have lunch. Because what we were finding was that everybody was working through lunch. They were sitting at their desk, eating a sandwich or whatever, rushing it down, which isn't healthy. And we just felt that if we could get them away from the desk, that they would be more productive. And that has shown itself to be true.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And many are the days I sat at my at my desk lunching, so I know exactly what you're saying. Well, let's talk about in our minutes that we have left, what drives Sue Romano?
Well, what drives me, I guess, is I'm kind of a type A. And in my business, we actually serve two masters. We serve our clients and we serve our candidates. It's an equal split between both. I mean, we have, obviously, we get paid from our clients, but our candidates, we couldn't satisfy the clients without the candidates. And it's very important to us to make sure that the candidate is happy and going in the direction that they want to go into. So from that perspective, we need to not only satisfy both, but we need to exceed their expectations. And I truly foster that within my company because it is critical. We cannot grow our company. We cannot be in the place that we're in without having very loyal and satisfied customers and candidates. We are actually placing, if you can believe it, third generation of people. You know, we've placed in 3 different generations because we've been in business for so long.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, that really is amazing, Sue. I think that's fantastic.
The other thing that happens is, since we've been here for so long and established so much history in the community, when a client leaves and goes to another company, they will typically bring us with them. The other thing that drives me, Gail, is really living in this community, giving back to the community. And we do have a practice in our company of having everybody get involved with an organization that they feel passionate about and giving back. And we support a number of organizations, as you know, that give back to the community. I think that is really critical to make a difference in people's lives. And we make a difference in people's lives every day by changing their careers and helping them grow.
So how do people get in touch with you? How would they reach you, and give them your website, or how anyone can reach you?
Our website is www.CAREERXCHANGE. It's I'll spell it for you, CAREERX, there's no E, CHANGE, all one word, CAREERXCHANGE.com. They can call our office at 305-595-3800. We have service the Tri-County South Florida market with Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. If they call that number, they will be connected to any of our branches. And we have a Facebook that is Career Exchange. We have LinkedIn that is Career Exchange, and we have everything on our website. There is also a lot of information for both clients and candidates, resources on our website.
Fantastic. Well, you know, Sue, it's been really interesting, you know, learning about the company. I mean, I know you and I know your commitment to the local area. However, I am sure if there are people who do business outside of the area, if you were to get in touch with the Sue's group, they would be able to refer you to other people as well who might be able to help you in an area they don't service. So please do go to their website and see what they have to offer. And any of you out there who are looking for work, this is a perfect time to go over there and see who they're looking for and what you need to do. So did you want to say something else, Sue?
We have all of our jobs listed on our website, and they change daily. So we put all of the new jobs as they come in on our website. The other thing, Gail, if somebody is out of the area, we are involved in a national, actually throughout North America, consortium of owners in another company that service national clients. So I can always refer somebody to one of our affiliates and one of our owners in another community.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening to Women in Business, a show that brings you women entrepreneurs and senior managers. I hope you enjoyed our show today. Connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure to download my ebook, Life Lessons from an SOB, from my website, spunkyoldbroad.com, where you can find information on my speeches, coaching, and resources, or you can email me at Gayle, G-A-Y-L-E, Carson 13 @gmail.com. Thanks for listening.